God dang, I knew that nigga. What's up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review, and this time I'm doing the Super Action Statue Tokyo Ghoul Shu Tsukiyama, who I think is awesome. It's a great figure. I mean, he's one of my least favorite characters from the show, but the figure itself is awesome, and I mean, it captures him so perfectly. Now, I will say that I'm more stoked for the other characters that are coming out from Tokyo Ghoul, which is why I decided to get this guy, because for one, I am a completionist, especially when it comes to this anime, because I'm a very big Tokyo Ghoul fan. But yeah, I'm about to crack this guy open and show you guys what he's about. But I always gotta start with one thing first. That being that sexy ass packaging, and this package is not sexy at all, if you want me to be honest. I bought it new and it's used and somewhat kind of beat up, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it looks like it's been sitting somewhere and just straight collecting dust. This figure is not old at all. It came out maybe 2 months ago, if that. But whoever sent it to me, man, dust all over the box. So I guess they just don't clean their house. But anyway, yeah, Super Action statue right there. I'm gonna have to move that down so you can see it. Shu Tsukiyama right there. I don't know what that says. Don't know what that says. Cool image of him right there, somewhat posing. Nothing special. Japanese stuff right there. On the side, there's a cool image of him. Shu Tsukiyama right there. Another cool image. Actually, I think that's the same image. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, same image. So, nothing special about that. All the accessories right there. A few poses of him right there. Alternate face. Alternate stand. I don't know why I said alternate stand, but the stand that he comes with, which isn't even all that cool, and more Japanese stuff that it don't really even matter. So anyway, yeah, that's the package for you guys. Now moving right along to the figure itself. First impression of this guy is that he looks absolutely great. Now, if you're a fan of Tokyo Ghoul or a fan of Tsukiyama in any way, this is the figure to get. And I mean, I don't know a lot of people that are just really fans of this character. I mostly got it because I'm a fan of Tokyo Ghoul. But anyway, onto the figure. It looks great. It captures the character pretty good. And I mean, there are a few things that I dislike that I'll talk about in just a sec. But overall, man, it's a great figure for what it's worth. And it's pretty pricey, I'll say that. But yeah, if you guys are thinking about getting this guy, I'd pick him up. I'd still say that he's worth it, even though he has a few flaws. But anyway, with that said, I'll go ahead and get into the figure itself. Now, the first thing I will tell you guys about this figure is that he is very tall. Like, seriously, he stands at almost 7 inches, and he's a 6-inch figure, which just goes to show that he's actually pretty tall. I mean, honestly, looking at this guy, it almost makes me think that he's a Variable Action Heroes or something made by Mega House, because this guy is tall. And I'll show you guys some size comparisons a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, man, that's one thing I want to let you guys know for whoever decides to get this guy. He is a whole lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. Like, honestly, this guy looks like he could be the Shaquille O'Neal of anime or something like that. But yeah, still great looking figure. And with that said, let's go ahead and move right along. Now moving right along to accessories, he comes with his normal default head, which is a smiley face, which is, I guess, right, because he's always smiling in the anime. So yeah, he doesn't come with any serious faces, I'll let you guys know right now. But he does also come with this mask face, and I believe he only wore it once. Not quite sure. I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I'm up to the end of season 2, and I honestly think I've only seen him wear it one time. But yeah, if I'm wrong, you can leave that in the comments. He comes with 2 pair of fist hands, which are normal for every action figure just about. And he comes with 2 of these, like, I don't know, boy, I'm about to roast you for those shoes hands. And those are pretty cool, good detail in them. He comes with 1 of these type hands where it's, boy, I'm seriously about to roast you for your whole outfit type hand, which I think that looks pretty good too. I like that hand. I actually make this gesture a lot myself. Don't judge me. Anyway, 2 of these wide open hands, and I guess these are more for like stylish poses or something. I'm not really sure, but yeah, pretty cool. He comes with 2 of these hands, which are just another pair of style hands, nothing serious, but once again, they look pretty cool, and it's good that he gets this many accessories, so I'm definitely not complaining. 1 of these, where it's like, I don't know, I guess you can put him grabbing his tie or something like that. I don't know, just something cool. And last but not least, when it comes to hands, he comes with a pointing finger for his right hand. So yeah, that one's pretty cool too. I'm glad that they included that. Now, as for his Kaganai, he comes with this, which plugs into his back. This is the part where it does that. You just put it through that hole, and I don't know, I hate how that thing looks. Like, if you pose it and you have him turned around, you'll definitely see that way too easy. I wish they did it like the Attack on Titans, where you just plug it into the back of their cape and it's real small, you can barely see it. And if it fits, I'll probably use that for my pictures anyway. But yeah, his Kaganai, this is it shortened. And by the way, I'm not sure if it's Kaganai, I just think that's what it was called. So if that's not what their weapons are called, please correct me in the comments if you do watch Tokyo Ghoul. But anyway, there's a hole right there. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, it looks like it's showing up. And that's where you plug the other pieces into. He comes with one smaller piece which has his blade on it, as you can see right there. And easy to put on. You just plug them right in there like that. And that's for the smaller one, like I said. And last but not least, he comes with a bigger one, which is this one right here. I guess you can use that for when he's doing like far away attacks or something like that. I don't know, it looks good. I wish they would have made it to where it can extend out a little bit. And from what I'm hearing, it doesn't look like he can really pose too much with it. But I don't know, yeah, pretty cool accessory. And he comes with also a super action statue stand. It looks like that. Also, while I'm at it, I'll show you guys this action figure is actually a whole lot easier to interchange hands and stuff because it's kind of like Figma. You just grab a hand and then you just slide it right on there, and they're usually good about making it to where you don't have to work too hard to put it in. So yeah, just something to note. This figure is really well made and it's easy to interchange. But anyway, moving right along to the articulation. His head is on a ball peg so he can look up pretty good, look down really good. You can't move the neck around at all. Just thought that was something to note. You can turn it. Oh, well, whoa. No, actually, you can't even turn the neck. So the neck doesn't move at all. Don't try that. And even though this shoulder piece is right there, he can move his arms up pretty good. Just letting you guys know that. Up, down, perfect, no problem. And you can, it kind of tucks in there. So yeah, it definitely helps out. Anyway, double jointed elbows. He has these little, I don't know what you call it right there. It's not a peg, but yeah, it's that thing where I just showed, but he can move his hands around pretty good any way you want to get him. I don't know what this joint is right here. I guess the waist joint a little bit. Yeah, and you can turn this whole piece right there, which is pretty cool. So if you pose him kind of turn to the side, you can also turn that with him. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. He doesn't kick out far at all, and that's one thing I don't like. He doesn't have the drop down leg joint, so that's about as far as his legs can kick out. But he does have double jointed knees. He does have a little bit of turn right here at the foot, not so much. I think it's just because of the slacks, but can move his foot down pretty good, but doesn't turn much at all. And he also has a little toe hinge right there. You can see it moving, but it's really useless simply because the way his foot is made, you really don't need it. And also, he's definitely hard to stand, like no joke. It's been hard to get this guy to stand up, and the whole time that I did the rotation of the stand, you guys know, you saw it at the beginning of the video. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with this guy. But the articulation is fairly decent for what they had to work with, and I mean, he doesn't move around too much. He's not a real fighting character in the show. He's usually on his feet most of the time, and he attacks with his hands and his Kaganai. So yeah, I mean, I guess he can do everything that he does in the show, but if you're one who wants to put him into like the dynamic Daredevil or Spider-Man poses, it's not gonna happen with this guy. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Figma Good Smile Company Haru and Makoto from the anime Free, and these guys are known to be some pretty tall Figmas for the 6-inch line, and here he is standing next to them, and it almost looks like he's towering over him a little bit, especially Haru. But Makoto is a pretty tall character, and like I said, he's standing over them. So yeah, this figure definitely does have some height to him. Bro, I seriously didn't think he was going to be taller than Android 16, but yeah, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Android 16 and a god, Lord Beerus. Okay, man, I'm starting to think that this figure is actually in the 7-inch line, because if you look at it, he's taller than Nightwing, which is weird. But anyway, Here he is standing next to the DC Collectibles Arkham Knight, Nightwing, and Batman, and he's just a little bit shorter than Batman. Even without the ears, he's about maybe just a centimeter shorter than Batman. So yeah, this guy is pretty tall, and he'll even fit in with your 7-inch line. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna have to pose him with a few more 6-inch figures just to see how he fits in. But yeah, as you guys can see, he is very tall. Final thoughts about this figure are that it absolutely completely sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Now, my thoughts about this guy are that he looks great. He definitely captures the character. Now, I will say he's one of the more, I guess, boring figures, so you probably won't see me posing much. In all honesty, I got this guy simply because I love Tokyo Ghoul, and he was the first guy they made. And they got Jozu coming out next month, who I'm definitely getting because I love him. And Kaneki is coming out in October, so heck yeah, I'm getting Kaneki because he's just my favorite character. And I wanted to complete the line, and maybe if I just come up with some good ideas, I'll pose this guy around with them. But for right now, he's probably just going to be standing on my shelf a little bit. But I mean, like I said, he looks great, captures the character from the anime perfectly. Articulation is pretty good for what they had to work with. And one thing I will say about Super Action Statue is that this isn't my first one. I had a few of these guys, and I mean, they capture the characters perfectly. That's one thing that I give them. They're very good at that. They're good at the detail. They're good at just, I mean, look at that facial sculpt right there, man. It definitely looks like him. The sculpt of the overall entire body, man, just, it looks awesome. So I will give them that. I will say that this figure is good. And if you really like the character or even the anime and you want to collect these guys, definitely go for it. Because I'm pretty sure even if you don't pose them alone, when Kaneki, Jozu, and hopefully they make Toka and the rest of the gang, when they come out, I can guarantee you'll probably get some good stuff out of this guy. So I would recommend him, definitely, especially if you want him for the quality. If you're worried about the quality, that's nothing to worry about at all. But yeah, I recommend him. Now, I will say he's a pretty good piece. This cost me $65, and that's probably the cheapest that you would ever find this guy, because honestly, I think he's around 80 to 90 right now, which is usual for Super Action Statue because of all the quality and stuff like that. But yeah, I highly recommend this guy, and I hope you guys liked the review. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Tumblr, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link to everything in the description. So yeah, with that said, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.